Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I got something I want to talk to you guys about for a few seconds here before we get started. But if you're watching this channel, I am assuming you have a basic understanding of how hand tools like a screwdriver and a ratchet and a drill motor work. I don't know what's going on lately, but I've been getting all these comments. I don't know if they're hate-filled or just trolling or just a joke. People want me to show them how to use a ratchet to remove a bolt or a screwdriver to remove a screw. You're gonna have to find some other channel to watch, because this is not the channel for you if that's the case. If you don't know how to use basic hand tools, you're probably gonna want to learn how to do that before you watch some of the stuff I do here. I'm also assuming, under the basic understanding that you have when you work on bikes, that you know how to take things apart, put things back together, read a repair manual, which is free, by the way, on the KTM 390 Adventure page on Facebook in the files section. It's been there for years, so there's no excuse not to open that up and read it. It's a PDF file. Read it. You'll learn how to work on your bike, and then you won't have to ask all these questions or assume that somebody knows that they know what they're doing, or whatever the case may be. Anyhow, I digress. Today we're working on the 390 Adventure, and yeah, mine's all decked out with all kinds of aftermarket parts and whatnot. But the one thing you guys keep complaining about on the 390 Adventure page is the fact that your factory battery has died. Oh no, my factory battery died after the winter, and my bike's been sitting for 6 months and it won't start. Well, of course, it's just a cheap little, $20 battery that they throw in these bikes just to get them out the door. So today we're going to go over a fairly simple installation. This is an Antigravity ATZ10. As always, links will be in the description for the items that I'm using for this video. Yeah, if you don't know, if you've never been on the channel before, I always put links in the description for this stuff. Anyhow, I found this guy for 150 bucks. It was factory sealed, but the corner of the box was damaged a little bit, so it had a lesser price on it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it or broken with it, but we're gonna find out, because I'm not gonna turn it on until we put it in the bike and then try to start the bike. I'm not gonna show you how to replace a battery in the 390 Adventure. It's very basic skill set needed to do that. What I will show you is the fact that I'm gonna put the battery in, we're gonna push the restart on it, and we're gonna take the bike outside and see if it actually starts with this battery coming straight from Amazon. So anyhow, here we go. So here's what you get in the package. You get your instruction manual, some stainless hardware, some foam stick-on things, the battery, and they want you to buy a lithium battery charger and charge this thing before we put it in. We're not going to do that. We're just going to stick the battery in there and start the bike. If it doesn't start, then I'll put a charger on it, but I'm not going to do that right off the bat. So we're going to take this factory battery out of here, stick it in storage somewhere in the storage shed out back. And yes, my bike is dirty because I use it off-road only now, pretty much. But it doesn't matter to me. This is just a fun little bike that can get tossed around, and we use it on the forest service roads. It does just great. Anyhow, we'll get this battery installed. Battery's out. Here's a side-by-side comparison. It is a little bit shorter. That might be the reason that there's these foam pads here. I'll figure out if I'll probably put those on the bottom, or I don't know. Let's just get the thing installed. Okay, got it in there, no problem. You do have to take this bar out to get the old battery out, not a big deal. I did not use any of the foam inserts, and I had a bunch of hardware left over that I'm just gonna hang on to. This will go into storage somewhere. I don't know, maybe I'll recycle it, I'm not sure. But let's take the bike outside and see if we can get it started with this battery in it. So I pressed that restart button for a couple seconds, and I checked the voltage. It said it's sitting at like 13.3 volts. So let's see what happens here. Hopefully the bike just explodes and bursts into flames in my garage here, and everything comes to an end very abruptly. That would be just fantastic. work just fine. I'll let this run for, I don't know, 15 minutes or so, and then shut the bike off, and then we'll check the voltage on the battery, and I'll come back and show you that. Here we are, the bike has been off for about 15 minutes now. Battery appears to be resting at 13.47 volts. No problem. Well, there you have it. Bike is put back together. Another reason I bought this battery is it's kind of going to be a test since I beat the living hell out of this bike. The Norden has a factory battery in it, which is probably a higher end battery since it's a more expensive bike. But if that lithium battery does good in this little 390, then I know it should be okay in my Norden, because I just use the Norden for touring or commuting or pleasure, and I don't really do much with the Norden aside from ride it here, ride it there, ride it everywhere, I guess you could say, except off-road. So yeah, if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. Everything you see on this bike is in the playlist I created, the build series playlist I created for this bike. So if you see something on here and you're interested in it, or whatever the case may be, just go back through the playlist and I'm sure you'll find a video on it. But other than that, I hope you guys are staying safe, taking care of each other, and as always, I will catch you next time. See you later. Bye-bye.